video about my first surgery, which was a surgery on both of my axilla, which basically means your underarms. And basically what they did in my surgery was that they took out all of my, sweat glands and all of my hairs from like under my arm. So basically they did that because I've had some like abscesses and stuff growing there, and they just kept coming back and it was pretty painful. So the doctor said that if I didn't want them to grow there anymore, then he suggested that I get them removed. I was really nervous about this surgery because I'd never had a surgery. Well, I mean I had, but it was when I was 4 months and it was on my left eye. So obviously I don't remember anything. And luckily I don't remember anything from this one either. So to begin with, I was extremely nervous because I don't know if you guys have heard the stories about like people who like get anesthesia but it doesn't work on them or something. And so I was really nervous that my anesthesia wasn't gonna work. And it did. So we went into the doctor's office, like the surgery center. We live in Virginia, so we went into our closest surgery center and we checked in and waited a while. And then we were called back by a sort of like receptionist or like check-in lady to do some other check-in stuff. And basically she had me sign a bunch of paperwork saying, hey, you give us the right to bill your insurance, you give us the right to like resuscitate you and take you to the hospital across the street if we need to, and stuff like that. So once she said, you give us the right to resuscitate you, I obviously got really nervous and freaked out because I was like, oh my god, are they gonna have to resuscitate me? And she said it was just a preemptive measure. Luckily that wasn't needed at all. And then she asked me if I had like a will or something of that nature. And obviously I haven't even thought about that. And then we went back and sat for a while more, and then we were called back by a nurse named Miss Jessica, and she was really nice. She walked us back to like our little partition area. It was me and my mom. My brother waited out in the waiting room because he wasn't allowed. It was just one person. And basically she asked me a couple of questions, took my blood pressure, and my temperature. So she asked me a couple of questions, like what was the surgery and stuff. Then she gave me some like hospital stuff. Basically it was a hospital gown, some hospital footies, and like a hat that was covering basically all of my hair. Then she came back and she had to put in an IV where she would put some medicines in for nausea and like something else, and then where eventually my anesthesia would be put in. So basically it was right here. I still have like a little bump and scar right there where it was, and it hurt for a while after, but she just put in the IV. And then I met with the anesthesiologist, who were really nice. They assured me that the anesthesia was gonna work. They told me how the whole process was gonna go. Basically they were just gonna put the anesthesia in my IV, and then they were gonna put like an oxygen mask over it and have me breathe. And then we waited for my doctor. So then Miss Jessica left and I met with the nurses who were gonna actually be in the surgery room with me. And then my doctor came in and we talked about like what the procedure was gonna be like. So then after that, they actually like wheeled me into the operating room, and they told my mom, go wait outside, you can go eat, do whatever you need to. It should be about like an hour and a half surgery. It ended up being about 2 hours. So anyways, they take me into the operating room, and all I remember is the nurses talking about what size gloves my doctor needed and shutting the doors to the operating room. So that's all I remember. And then the next thing I remember, oh god, this is really embarrassing actually, but the next thing I remember is waking up. Basically, I think it was like in the same area where I was first taken into, and I hear this male voice and I'm like, dear Lord Jesus, what happened? Where the hell am I? Because I thought it was gonna be my same nurse that like checked me in, Miss Jessica, or like one of the nurses that I knew who it was. But it was a different nurse that I had not met before, so obviously me not being able to see, me being a little disoriented from the anesthesia, I was really confused. So what do? I begin to cry and cry and cry and say I was cold. So they put this like blanket, like bubble thing on top of me. And that is another thing I remember was that when we went into the operating room, I was like, dear Lord, I'm gonna freeze in this room. But I guess that was fine. So then I woke up and obviously, like I said, I was crying. They put this bubble thing on me, and the male nurse, Alan, he was like, it's okay. And I was like, I want to go home to my mama. And he was like, it's totally fine, like you're safe. I'm Alan, I'm your nurse. It took me a while, so then he was like, oh, okay. I guess he got tired of me, or he thought I was really stressed out. One of the two, probably both. I would have gotten tired of me. But so he went out and he got my mom, and my brother was gonna come back, but he was like, oh, that's only for the recovery area, but we're not gonna take her to the recovery area because she is really stressed out. So my mom came back and they gave me some Gatorade so that I could take some more pain medicine because it was really hurting. When I woke up, it was like really, really hurting. So they gave me some Gatorade in this cup, like a to-go cup with a bendy straw. And my mom was like feeding me the Gatorade, and then Alan went and got some crackers, and it fed me those, and then it gave me more Gatorade along with Percocet. Then we just waited for me to calm down, which was pretty easy after my mom sort of came and reassured me that I wasn't like in a hospital dying somewhere or like I don't know. I honestly, when I woke up, I was really scared, I guess, and it was also very, very painful. So then we were checked out, we were discharged, given a folder with some instructions as to what to do, and some ice pack thingies. They're really cool because they are reusable and they're like cloth, so they're really cool. So then we came home and, well, I don't really remember, but like someone somehow got my medicine and someone took my brother to work, and then, oh yeah, that was my mom. And then she came back and basically just stayed with me, feeding me crackers that we had around and more Gatorade. And she made me some chicken soup, which was like honestly the best thing ever. And basically I just rested and recovered, and that was May 6th. My aunt came to visit me on May 8th, and that was really sweet. Thank you so much. And brought me some fruit, and sort of like on that same day, I guess, my former vision teacher had brought me some, she had ordered a package for me. It could get well packaged, and it had some cookies and some trail mixes and some teas and stuff of that nature, and it was really sweet. Like, thank you so much, Miss Week. You are amazing. And I really appreciate those. So then basically I rested for a while, and then on Wednesday, what would that be? So yeah, on the 11th, we made an appointment to go see my doctor because my mom and my brother had both noticed some blood. My brother started noticing that something smelled horrible, and so they decided to take me to the doctor because of the blood and the drainage and the smelliness of the wounds. So we went to the doctor, and basically they told me, oh, your staples aren't ready to come out. Come back on the 25th, which is next week. And here, we'll prescribe you some antibiotics. So I started taking the antibiotics or whatever. And we went back today, which is Friday, May 20th, because basically on Wednesday night, my mom and my brother noticed that I had 2 holes on this arm, and one hole on this arm, I had one hole on this arm that were open and looked pretty gross. One is bigger than the other, the left is bigger than the other, if you really care. So we went today because that apparently isn't normal, but apparently it is, but they still wanted us to get it checked out either way. So basically today what happened was that my doctor took out my staples. Well, he had a PA, physician assistant. It was really nice and said I did really good. Take out my staples with this like scissor tool. And again, I guess because the left arm has a bigger hole or whatever that is open, it was more tender and sore. So when he was taking out the staples, it really hurt, and I shed a few tears, which I'm a little embarrassed about because I don't like crying in front of people, but I couldn't help it. And so he took out the staples on both arms, and I am starting antibiotics again tonight for another week. And then I have to see my surgeon in 3 to 4 weeks, and for the meantime I'm doing some wet to dry dressings, but I'm also going to put honey on them after a couple of days, because if you didn't know, honey is a very good rejuvenator for the skin and really heals your skin very well and helps with scar extremely well. So I'm going to do that so that my skin can close up and scar phenomenally, or so my mom said. And now I guess my next step is to wait for this stuff to heal and anxiously wait, not so anxiously, for my ankle surgery, which will be on June 1st. Oh, and we bought this T-Rex, which is a dinosaur, with like thingies on its back. And basically we bought it because if you look at its arms, it looks just like me, see? Its arm is bent like exactly here where my arm is bent at the elbow, and it's basically what my position is. So that's been a running joke, is that I have a T-Rex arms and that I am the family T-Rex. So anyways, as I said, I will be getting that other surgery on June 1st, very much needed. Was supposed to get it last year. And I will try and vlog that surgery, and if I can't, for whatever reason, I'm too anxious or whatever, I will definitely do a video afterwards letting you guys know what happened, how it went, and as well as some updates on this video. On this surgery's recovery. So if you did like this video, give a huge thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below, and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. I will see ya on the next video. Bye!